folks, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. Today is Tuesday, October 8th, 2024. There was a magnitude 3.8 earthquake which struck off the coast of Tasmania, shaking homes in Hudson Valley. The 3.8 earthquake hit about 7:31 p.m. their time at a depth of just 10 kilometers or 6 miles, according to Geoscience Australia. Here we got the felt reports. If I can make this larger. We got 3 reports from Hobart. I don't know if I can click on this. 2 from that location. Another 7, 3, 11, 2, and 4. Here is an image of the different seismic waves coming in at different locations. This one here, I guess, is Tasmania. Let me bring it down. It looks like 36 reports in total, and it would be considered light shaking. Here we got intensity level 4. USGS is not reporting this earthquake. Tasmania doesn't really have that many large earthquakes. It is capable of having a magnitude 6.7. I found a KM file, which I will share with you, of different earthquakes. Those are those little red or pink triangles that you see here that they have had in Tasmania. If you have Google Earth, you can download the file. Some of the other earthquakes that I found, going back to maybe 2002, we got a 4.7, 2006 a 4.8. Those are probably the largest ones. So let me zoom into this location and I'll show you how this KM file for Google Earth works. So we got a little triangle there, and I'll click on it, and it says 1991, a magnitude 2.7, depth of 10 kilometers. What else do we have in this location? We got another one from 1992, a magnitude 2.5. So it kind of looks like one of the larger earthquakes that they've had in this location. Let's see, magnitude 1.5. I believe this file, this KM file, actually only goes back to 2015. And 2.2, yeah, this is probably the largest one in this location. Now, there has been larger earthquakes. Let me bring this out. To the southeast, in 2004, there was a magnitude 8.1. And this is along the tectonic plate here, where we got the Australian plate and the North America, or Pacific plate, Pacific plate. And then we got New Zealand over here. But this is the boundary here for the tectonic plates. Let's see, we got a 6.4. When was that? Last year, October 11th. Okay, and yeah, but yeah, you can see all the little red dots, but they don't have major earthquakes, and a lot of earthquakes compared to Australia, the country of Australia, which is north of us. Here on USGS, you can see that they are not reporting any earthquakes there in the last 24 hours for Australia or Tasmania, and nothing for the last 30 days. But I did find, let me show you, a magnitude 3.9 on August 6th of this year. Mount Butler. A lot of people did feel that earthquake and sent in reports to USGS. I did find an article that over the weekend, 5 sperm whales, a pod of sperm whales, did die after stranding themselves on a remote beach on an island off of Tasmania, Marshall Bay Beach. That would be somewhere along over here. I don't think they're going to show it to me here on Google Earth. But on Google.com, let me zoom back into this right there. That's where the whale stranding happened, and they closed down the beach for a little bit. Let me go back to satellite view and see what we got right there. So somewhere along there is where the pod of 5 sperm whales did their stranding. Now, back during the 1800s, they did have a swarm of earthquakes, starting with a magnitude 6.9. I haven't been able to find the exact location, but that was somewhere by Finder's Island, which is close to this same location, evidently. Let me double check, because I could be wrong. Oh, yeah, I am wrong. Okay. Right there. That's Finder's Island. Okay, I'm going to have to mark this. Alright, so here we got the continental shelf. This is where the swarm of earthquakes occurred back in the 1800s. They figure it was probably a magnitude 6.9 that it started with. There is another location called Edgar Fault, which has a lot of seismicity. And I did find that, and I did draw that out for you. This is the fault, and it goes through several lakes. Yeah, interestingly, even though it's divided up into different lake names, but here's Lake Edgar, and this is that fault zone that runs through there, and you can see Lake Gordon. Yeah, in that location, there is a lot of earthquakes. Here's one. Well, it's small. They're small. 1.6, magnitude 1, magnitude 2. I'm just jumping around here for you. Magnitude 1. But there is a lot of earthquakes there, which does show that there is tension building up. This fault zone, from what I could find, is moving from east to west. This location has had at least 3 very large earthquakes between 60,000 and 17,000 years ago. They had a magnitude of 6.8 and 7.0. I don't know if you can hear the cats are fighting. Mr. Fluffy Pants is picking on Shadow. There's also a dam in this location. So if there was a large earthquake, I don't see it. Oh, right down here. Is that it? That might be it. Right there. So if there is a large earthquake, yeah. So here we have Edgar Pond and then Edgar Lake to the north. There is a lot of other faults there in Tasmania. And more likely, because of like what's going on across the world, many of them are probably being reactivated as the Earth's magnetic field becomes weaker and weaker and earthquakes increase around the world. Strong earthquakes can damage buildings, particularly the many unreinforced brick masonries or stone buildings that were built before current earthquake standards were improved. In many cases, modern construction techniques that incorporate wind loading may effectively help with earthquake proofing the structure, although it will not address unsecure objects in homes such as pictures and cupboards and bookcases, televisions, things like that. And then also depending on the soil where the earthquake occurred, you could have where it turns into quicksand, liquefaction, things like that. I would like to know if you felt this magnitude 3.8. It was originally a 3.7. A lot of people up over here said they did feel it. Did you feel it? How long did it last? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.